so many stages of life. Like when you think about valedictorians,
Yep.
when you think about like child prodigies, you know, like 11-year-olds that are releasing albums and going on world tours because they're just so freaking talented.
Yep.
But the other side to that also, I think like sometimes you can consider it a curse. Like a lot of the valedictorians typically will not go on to like say become millionaires or go and start companies that change the world. I'm
Yep.
saying typically, confirm got exception lah,
Confirm
right?
have lah, yeah.
Valedictorians are they'll typically grow up to be very well adjusted people in the
Yep.
workforce
Yep.
that will operate very well in a 9 to 5 setting, that will contribute greatly in an organization that is already built. But they typically will not be the one that will go and build that organization.
Yep.
And because valedictorians typically are awards for being very good in the school system, which is of course a very structured one, typically speaking.
Yes.
But I also think like it's a very big pressure to be a valedictorian, and then everybody's looking at you. Wow, you valedictorian. Wow, you this, you that. Oh. Then, like when you just go and do like 9 to 5, people are like, why you never amount to it? Which is not correct. Like,
Yeah.
it's not amounting to anything.
Because-
like I earn a lot of money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because the qualities of succeeding in school is very different from succeeding in the business world.
Very true.
And there's nothing wrong with like defining your what success is to you. I mean, you don't need to be successful in the business world to be considered to have like personal success, right?
Yeah. But sometimes I think it can get to you like maybe it's an ego thing with me. Like I felt like I should be more recognized, or I should be better. Then when I see my peers getting this kind of recognition, I'll be like, wow, what am I doing? Then it will get me down because like I compare myself just in that moment. But outside of that moment, when I see it in the media, I mean I'm usually okay lah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I think something that people need to keep in mind and to be wary about. You know, being jealous of things like that. I read the same thing about child prodigies also, because it's interesting you said that the skills that is needed to do well in the system versus, you know, starting a company are different. And typically like child prodigies are typically very gifted. They are just born with a natural propensity to be good at something. But translating that, right, child prodigies don't always become adult geniuses, because the skill sets to then take, say, like a extraordinary natural talent with music, to then have that natural talent and then to apply it to something useful that it can make money, that you will be interested in, that adds to the world, is a very different skill set.
I think adding on to that point also, like to be an adult genius also doesn't mean you make a lot of money. Right. I mean, when you mention about valedictorian or even child geniuses, I'm thinking of, you know, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
The poor dad in his book.
Was a very smart academic person, right?
In Rich Dad Poor Dad, this is like his dad's like his actual dad, the poor dad was like a professor or something. He's very logical. He works within the system, but he's not as wealthy as the rich dad. I mean, of course, now we know
it's fictional.
Both dads were fictional, but I just thought it was quite an accurate.
It's like a accurate analogy of how things are like. That the smartest person, the person that knows the most things, might not necessarily go on to become the most successful,
Exactly.
right?